Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about the opening, the Vienna opening. So we start with e4, most common move e5, and now we don't develop this knight, we develop the other knight, protecting the pawn. And there are two main moves for the opponent, it's developing this knight and developing this knight. First we go over the more fun variation, this knight, and now you can play the Vienna gambit. Here we play f4. Why couldn't we do this after this knight? Because then the queen will be able to give us this check after taking the pawn. But now, there are three choices. Taking the pawn, which is bad, defending the pawn, which is okay, but you get a worse position. And the main move, a lot of people don't know it, is d5. So first, take the pawn. Why is this so bad? We can see from the evaluation it's already better because we can push the pawn and this knight has no moves forward, so it has to retreat to the home square. And here you shouldn't play this move because then the queen comes in, so you should first develop the knight, protecting the square. And now they play something like developing the knight. We grab the whole center, opening the bishop to take. They can pin her knight, okay. If they take, we just take back. Now we take this one. After d6, you shouldn't take, you should be taken, so we can recapture. We develop the bishop to attack this pawn, get the bishop active. They take, we take with the knight, and now we try to take this pawn with the knight or with the bishop, with a check or a forking. But that's why they take. Now this one is hanging, and it's just a crushing position with this, so if they play f6, we have queen h5 stuff. It's just much better. Also we can castle and take this pawn with our rook. It's a very nice position for white. So that's what you have to do if they take the pawn, but that's not what black should do. Let's say they defend the pawn. Pretty logical, right? Kind of like Queen's Gambit. Now we just develop, and that is also a reason why we play this move, to get the knight behind the pawn, and if we castle, our rook will be open. Now we develop the bishop to this active square. We play d6, they develop the knight, we castle, and first you have to play h3. Why? Because if you play some random move, like something like this, they come in here, the knight is pinned by the bishop to the queen, so you will have to take back with this pawn, opening up your king, which you don't want to do. Check out my previous video for that one. So we play h3. If they take, we just take back with the queen. Very nice position. We may want to open up and start an attack. But the main idea of the Vienna and playing f4, so if they retreat, for example, we can play f5, closing the position. And now we have very nice attacking ideas. This bishop is very powerful. The knight can jump in. This bishop will pin. We also have ideas of g4, g5. Just the queen sliding over, and we just have a massive attack. Also the rook will be active, so maybe we can in the future even play h6, f6. This is a very nice position. And we see black is kind of cramped. So one idea of black is to go after this powerful bishop. We cannot move it anywhere, but there's the idea, we slide it back. So if they take, we open up our rook, also getting the active rook. And now we still have all these attacking ideas. But let's go to the main move. d5. Now you have to remember to take in the center. They take back with the knight because they were under attack. Now we play not knight to f3, but queen to f3, putting a bit of pressure. And one move here is to take the knight, and I recommend take back with the pawn to go for a strong center. But a lot of times they take the knight later, so they play, for example, the other knight out. Now we play pin. This is most of the time a mistake. Why? Because this pawn will hang in a lot of lines. So that's also a reason why they, let's say we play some move, we develop the knight. This is bad because of knight takes e5 attacking the queen. Because our central pawn is also not defended because we didn't go with the knight to here but with the queen. So that's why we shouldn't play knight to e2. But for example, we can now take in the center. And after this move, he's losing because we take this knight. Because that was protected by the pawn in the center. So that's why they should take, before developing the bishop, they should take our knight, we take back. And now they don't want to do this also because we have queen takes. But they should go for like this, defending the pawn also with the queen. Now we play d4. And we have a very simple game plan of attacking the king. Our f-file is open, putting pressure, the bishops point to the king, we can get the knight in, we can slide the queen over, we have all these attacking ideas. So that is a very nice position, also in the main line, the challenging line. But of course your opponent doesn't always play this knight out. A lot of times they play this knight out. And here I recommend developing the bishop, pointing it there. If they try to be annoying, don't really know what to do, they copy you. But in this case, it's good that they copy you, because now you have this move, queen to g4, attacking the pawn. And the computer actually recommends king f8 as the best move for black. But of course your opponent isn't gonna move the king on move 4, so they probably play something like queen defending and also attacking this pawn, thinking they're gonna checkmate you. But in this position you jump to the middle, remember this line, very important, attacking the queen, attacking the pawn, which is a fork, and the king has the move. But I think, what are you doing? I can take this pawn with check, but you can just move out of the way. This is not checkmate, the bishop defense. There's nothing in this position. And if they play something like g6 to protect the pawn, we have this move, but even better, knight to h3, trapping the queen. Not immediately, he has one more. And now you have to remember not to play this, because you hang your bishop, defend the bishop, and now it's over, because whatever they play, you play this move on the next move, and you trap their queen. Something like this, we trap their queen, they think they're attacking. No, they're not. The queen is just gone, and we win. So remember that line. There are not a couple of other things. They can of course play this, but now we just play in the old-fashioned style. But first you have to wait for one trap. If they play this, there's the idea to play this move, attacking the queen and attacking the bishop. That's why you should just slide your queen back one square. Important to remember, I lost a couple of games like this because I think e3, f5, develop the thing, and I just forget about this idea, attacking the queen. So we slide our queen back after king f1, or after g3 we slide our queen. The same, king f1, and after you can kind of handle the same. And because now this idea isn't it anymore, and we can just take it. And now we can play some, it's their move, they play something like this, we play something like this. They develop the knight, here we can pin the knight, they maybe castle maybe, and now they already lost because of this idea, because they play g6. But, so it's just very nice, and let's say they can play king f1, we remember this move, and now they can develop, boom, boom, and again this f4 idea is pretty nice. The computer doesn't really like it, but I've won a lot of games in this. Again, playing f5, develop the knight, develop the bishop, short castle with a rook, very nice attacking ideas. There is one line we haven't covered, and that's if they develop the other knight, but here we just have the same stuff. They develop f4, castle, and now we can play fast to not allow black to pin our knight. And the game might go something like this. This is an easy way to go down, forgetting that we can put pressure, PP on the PP, put pressure on the pin piece, and that's an easy way how you can win the game. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.